I am not here to make a speech, but rather to do one simple thing. One singular activity, namely to invite Honorable Henry Okello Oryem Okello Okello. So I'm his young brother. So Honorable Oryem, thank you.
You are UAE government, the President, Your Excellency, the General Ambassador to the UAE, the ministers present, distinguished everybody else in a different capacity. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Okello Oryem. I'm the Minister of State, Foreign Affairs of the Republic of Uganda, in charge of international affairs. I am delighted to be here this evening, and I'm so surprised. When I walked in here, I asked Dr. Omara that how come there are so many people here? I thought I was quite a small crowd of uninterested people just hanging around and just talking other things rather than business. But I'm really so happy and surprised. And I want to thank the organizers for such a big number of Ugandans and non-Ugandans who are here. This event is part of our Expo 2020. As we come to the closure of Expo 2020, let me congratulate the Ugandan team for a job well done. I wish to mention that I have been with the team since the preparatory stages of our participation at Expo 2020. I was honored to receive the Uganda Pavilion on behalf of the government of Uganda management and hand over to Ugandan country team. I wish to mention that it gives me great pride again to honor the closing ceremony. Distinguished guests, I wish to unreservedly thank the government of the United Arab Emirates for the generous support they gave Uganda that enabled us to participate in the Expo. The UAE government gave Uganda a pavilion with offices and supported the placement of the content inside the pavilion. The course of 6 months of our participation, the UAE government has continuously sent volunteers to help boost the pavilion staff. I request you to give the UAE government a round of applause in appreciation of their support. I wish to take this opportunity to thank my good friend, Excellency Rahim Al-Hashmi, the UAE Minister of State for International Cooperation, for his exemplary leadership for the promotion of Dubai Expo 2020 on behalf of the UAE leadership. I also wish to take the opportunity to thank Her Excellency for the strong support and guidance she and her team gave to Uganda during preparation and participation at Expo 2020. I wish to thank the country team led by Commissioner General Dr. Eli and Deputy Dr. Omara. My special appreciation goes to Expo Country Manager Esther Omoni. The efforts of these officials at the pavilion boosted Uganda's participation at Expo 2020 and ensured that we maintained a constant presence for the entire Expo 2020 period. I must also commend Uganda's Expo Promotion Board for coordinating Uganda's participation at the Expo 2020 and maintaining a constant presence at Uganda's pavilion. They deserve our applause. Let me also take this opportunity to thank our embassy, led by no other than His Excellency Ambassador Zakhet and his Deputy Ambassador Henry Oryem for their tireless efforts in coordinating the activities of stakeholders that enable them to participate at Expo 2020. Most of all, I wish to thank you all of you, every single one of you, for participation at Expo 2020 and for being friends of Uganda by promoting the image of Uganda and the products of Uganda during the Expo period. As we celebrate our participation in the Dubai World Expo 2020, I wish to inform you that the government of Uganda focuses on attracting the diaspora is key along with attracting trade, investment and tourism to Uganda. From this region as a whole and the United Arab Emirates in particular, as part of the implementation of the NDP National Development Program 2020. The saying is that money has no geographical barriers. That's the saying. Yeah? The relationship with Uganda and the Arab Emirates is strong and is developed further. You recall that none other than His Excellency the President of the Republic of Uganda led Uganda's delegation to participate in the Expo 20 and officiated the Uganda's National Day celebration at Expo 20. In addition, the signing of the numerous bilateral agreements with the UAE, like the Labour Export Agreement, Agricultural Cooperation Agreement, the Avoidance of Double Taxation Agreement, and the Protection of Investment Agreement, is further evidence of enhanced bilateral relations between Uganda and the UAE. Several agreements have been negotiated, and I wish to urge the business community to take advantage of these agreements between the two brotherly countries. The agreements are the enabling instruments that will enhance our relationship further. I also wish to recognize the entire work of the organizers of this closing ceremony, who make it so vibrant. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's also marvelous to see that our participation in Expo 20 promoted commercial and economic diplomacy and improved political and tourism relations between our two countries. You recall that the UAE's trade with Uganda amounted to over $468 million in 2016, but it has now increased to over $1.850 billion. After our participation in Expo 2020, many companies of UAE are going to Uganda to explore this opportunity. On the other hand, there is a number of Ugandans, educationalists, doctors and professionals, and skilled workers coming to work in the UAE. This is not to forget some 60,000 Ugandans in the semi-skilled industry in the UAE. The remittance to Uganda has surpassed what we're told here recently. Due to conducive business environment in both countries, there's a potential for further growth. Tourism, oil, gas, infrastructure, and telecommunication, financial, automotive, pharmaceutical, retail, electrotechnical energies, and construction sectors, to name but a few. Again, together let us build, promote, and partner with each other to enhance mutual development of our two countries in this competitive global marketplace. I invite and encourage the Emirati community to strengthen the collaborative management of challenges and responsibilities faced by the UAE businesses in Uganda and vice versa. Uganda's participation in Expo 2020 sought to further strengthen our relationship for mutual benefit. The after effects of our participation will be felt beyond business, and it's our sincere hope that we also promote social and cultural interaction between our peoples as well as those in the region. So I look forward to welcoming you to Uganda, where you will enjoy our delicious avocados, our pineapples, passion fruits, bananas, coffee, tea, and many others. I'm also advised that the beef in Uganda is low cholesterol and delicious, along with our goat meat. There's nine patch for those who don't eat meat. There's tilapia for those who also want deep-fat fried fish. We even issue visas on arrival as long as you completed the forms online. With those few words, I'd like to take this opportunity to declare I don't want to declare yet, close yet. I want to now talk from my heart. I want to talk to my heart about this event. About the opportunities in Uganda. I don't know if there is anybody from Oxfam here. Oxfam or World Food Program, Red Cross, or one of those charities. Is there anybody from charities here? There's none. You see, this is not a charity event. If anybody deceives themselves that this is a charity event, then they're in the wrong place. This is an event to promote and seek opportunities to make money. Bottom. And the money will be green. If it's not green, it's the wrong color. This is the color the money we're talking about. This is the color. And this is what I want you to go to Uganda to make. For yourselves, make for the people of Uganda. If it's another color, then you make the wrong money. And this is where you get it in Uganda. Those who have gone there, and there are many, who have gone there with $20,000, $100,000, today are multimillionaires in dollars. And they don't regret. We had Asians from Uganda, we had Chinese who came to Uganda recently, we had other people who came here from Vietnam, and others who came to Uganda recently, and they grant. What Ugandans were seeking is not charity. We're not seeking for Oxfam and these, organizations to go to Uganda. No. We want you to come and invest and seek opportunities in Uganda. Uganda today, in a few years, will be an oil producing country. Believe it or not, we discovered oil on the equator in tropical Africa. And it is planned that by 2025, we'll be producing our own oil. By 2027, we'll have a refinery and be able to refine our own oil in Uganda. When I come here in 2028, I'll be dressed like my good friend there who's going to sell tea in Uganda. You see his dress? Nice white gown and a shade. You'll see me dressed like him. Why? Because I'll be now enjoying the profits of our oil. The opportunities are there. You don't have to produce the oil, but the peripheral businesses around oil. There's so many things. Petrochemicals, fertilizers are there, maybe bitumen is there. You just have to see what the other small companies do in the oil industry and go and duplicate it in Uganda. And if you're the first, the early birds catch the worms. So simply, this is a new virgin industry. How the small industry around oil, petroleum, that are in other countries, just bring it in Uganda. And the rest, you talk to the bank manager. Period. Uganda, there's a magazine that describes Uganda as a place you should, I've forgotten the book, a place you'd visit before you die. Because of the beauty of the country. We have gold, unimaginable gold. This is gold, the stones. We export most of our gold to UAE. You want gold mining. There's gold, there's diamond, there's titanium, all kinds of things under the ground. They have not been exploited. The opportunities are there. In agriculture, you name it, it will grow in Uganda. It might not grow anywhere else, but it will grow in Uganda. If you taste Uganda avocado, you will never eat another avocado in the world. Yes, Uganda avocado. In Uganda, avocado is second nature. Almost every home has an avocado tree. Avocados are not like the ones you get in Carrefour. If you go to Carrefour, you see avocado. They look like golf balls, huh? They look like golf balls. But I can assure you, where's Dr. Mara? I wish you brought one of those avocados. It is that big. It is huge and very creamy. Very creamy. I find my daughter normally on the weekend, sitting on my veranda, lying down, all these green things on her face, and cucumber in her eyes. I asked her, Daddy, what are you doing? She said, Dad, I'm trying to improve my skin. And what is she using? Avocado. Just put it in her face. Free. It's because the avocado falls at the back of my house. There's a tree and every night they keep falling down. But there are people who grow a lot of avocados. The Ugandan avocado tastes better than the Hass avocado. The avocado you eat here is called Hass. But ours is 4-5 times that size. The pineapple in Uganda. Taste the pineapple in Uganda, you'll never eat another pineapple. The vegetables in Uganda, you name it, the okra, the cabbages, the opportunities are enormous. You just have to go and organize yourself in the farming, get a major farmer, get the side producers, get the chain of supply, the rest is history. My brother wants to grow coffee, you can grow coffee. You want to grow tea, tea is there. You want to grow rice, rice is there. You have to go to Uganda to see and believe. I'm not here to market Uganda. No, don't get me wrong. I'm here to tell the truth about Uganda. I'm not telling anything, putting beauty or putting, Calvin Klein or, one of those perfumes, or my brother put on what? Wood perfume. I'm not here to put wood perfume on Uganda. No. I'm telling you as it is. As it is. So, opportunities in Uganda, for those who want to do business, I can assure you it's enormous. You name it, it is there. In infrastructure, it is there. In telecommunication, it is there. The quick picking is in agriculture. The quick picking is in mining. The quick picking is in what you call low-lying fruits. It's there. It's there for the grabbing. Go and look, try it. And if you find it, I'm telling you your life, leave. I'm not going to force you. I'm a seed and try it and then, try it out. There is my friends, if you want to do business, business is risky also. When you go to this is stock exchange and buy shares, you have to take a risk. That if you try to go and harvest honey, the bees might bite you also, you don't just get it for free. When you go to dig gold deep under there, the mine might collapse. When you go to pull out oil, there might be a blowout and the oil will burn. But eventually, if you get it right, you make good money. So, the president of Uganda is going to has so many incentives. Free land for those who want to go into agriculture, limited land for those who go into industries, tax concessions are there. And in Uganda, we've got no currency restrictions. There is no currency restrictions. If you come to Uganda with $100,000 and you make $300,000, or even if you make, let me say you make $5 million, example, and you decide that on Monday you want to leave Uganda and you want to get the $5 million cash out of Uganda, who will not stop you? Nobody will stop you. Just show them that I will do this money from my bank, prove it to the bank, prove it that you pay the taxes, and you carry the money through the airport, it will not stop you. If you lose it the other side, that's your problem, not ours. Because you get the money. You can bring as much money, take it out of Uganda, no restrictions. You go to Forex Bureau in Uganda, $5,000, $10,000, they'll give you the local currency, no one asks you, bring your passport or bring a debit card. No, that is not in Uganda. I've never found any Forex Bureau that asks for a debit card in Uganda, ask for a passport in Uganda. There's a freedom of the flow of money. It's your money, do it whatever you want, it's all yours. So, I am just here to tell the truth, the real truth, and nothing else but the truth about those who seek to do business in Uganda. Come, the rules are there, try, keep by the law, and I'm sure you will make a lot of money. What is it for Uganda? You might say, because it's like too much. What is it for Uganda? What we want from you, just pay us the taxes. Pay taxes. Provided you pay the taxes, it's a factory, it's your business. Provided you employ Ugandans in the business, give the young people job opportunities, you have no problems. So that Ugandans youth out of university who seek jobs can get jobs. The government who is looking for revenue around the country can get revenue. In between, whatever you make, it's yours. That's our agreement with you. Make money for yourself, pay us our taxes, employ our people, whatever in between is yours. That's the truth. And Ugandans speak, almost all these Ugandans speak English. And I think some of them, I don't know if I speak good English, but I think they do speak better than mine. So you have no problem in terms of language, translating, getting a translator. It's you, if you don't know English, then you come to the translator. But in terms of people speaking English, Ugandans speak English. We produce over 100,000 university graduates a year. 100,000. They're there in the streets looking for jobs. Some of them are driving taxis. Some of them are driving tuk-tuks because they cannot get jobs. But I can tell you, you can train their mind. With university, it's a question of tickling. Just change their mind, and they'll be able to do anything for you. That is Ugandan that is there, the offering for you to make money. Beautiful country. You know, when God started making the world, there was this, he started by getting other countries. There was a shortage of sand in the UAE, so he dug a big hole in Uganda and put the sand in the UAE. You know, some wanted some mud, he dug good mud and gave it to them. Then the last day he stood there's a big hole here, there's a big hole there, there's a big hole there. So what do I do with these holes? He said, let's get the water and put it to them. So he put water in that big hole where he put the sand and put it in the UAE. What did we get? Lake Victoria. The second biggest lake in Africa, Lake Victoria. When he was in the process of digging, he dug the Nile that takes the water to Egypt. That is full of lakes. Lake Victoria, Lake Albert, Lake Yoga. Because God dug the soil and the sand and the mud go and build well other countries. The last day, when he was now looking for a place to stay, he had to put the water in the pot, these holes, started putting the plants, growing the avocados, putting the pineapples. That's how you get a beautiful Uganda. It was God retired where? Retired in Uganda, where he made his home. That's how he did it. So I look forward to seeing you in Uganda. Welcome to Uganda. Try in Uganda. And when you make your money, don't forget the person who told you where to make the money. Thank you. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, before I close, before I left Uganda to come to the UAE, we had an unfortunate event where we lost our beloved Speaker of Uganda, Speaker of the Parliament of Uganda, the Right Honorable Jacob Oulanya, who passed on in a hospital in the United States of America, and his body is to be repatriated to Uganda, I believe, on the 1st or the 2nd of next month. I kindly ask everybody that let us just have 1 minute. Let us stand up for 1 minute in memory of the wonderful things did for our country, for the friendship, and for the unique person he was. Just 1 minute, please. Let's have 1 minute silence. Thank you. May his soul rest in eternal peace. I finally want to close this event. Let me start by thanking the organizers of this event for a job well done. I want to thank our organizers who tirelessly spent a lot of time to put up this wonderful setup. I want to thank the participants, all the participants who have been here throughout the day, and those who have come from afar, who are making it here to listen about the opportunities of tourism, investments, and visiting of participating in Uganda. I want to thank every single participant who have come here from far and above. I want to thank the investors, those who seek to invest in Uganda, for being here, listening attentively, and asking questions and being responded to for coming. Finally, let me thank my ambassador, Ambassador Zake. Let me thank his deputy. And let me thank our team from the Ghana High Commission. Let me thank all those who the commissioners for Expo 2020, and for every single one of you, even the tea girls, the coffee girls. Let me thank them for serving us. May God bless you all, and a safe trip back home. See you